Welcome, 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 world. This is P1 speaking on behalf of Wttv. Without Trying Game presents Without Trying TV. And today we have a special guest. We have a special guest that's starting a movement amongst Instagram, starting a movement amongst YouTube, starting a movement amongst the DMV, starting a movement amongst your generation, starting a movement amongst your time. And right now, I like to introduce a special guest right now at this time. Matter of fact, I like to let this person introduce themselves.
Um, my name is, I go by Lee. I'm transgender. I was born a woman. And, when I was born a woman, I was born as Selena. And, I'm just living my best life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Everybody like to welcome Selena to the guest. Formerly Selena Lee. I like to, welcome you to. I like to welcome my guests to the show. You know what I'm saying? Right now, give it up for Lee. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I like to thank you for being able to want to share your, your empowered trip, to give encouragement to the rest of, the world, your generation, like the people that's, that need that type of encouragement, So I really like to thank everybody that's, true leaders and not cowards for stepping up to the bat, So I definitely like to thank you for that. First question I like to ask you, we want to start with, what's your favorite type of music?
I like hip hop.
Like hip hop?
R&B. Oh, I like fast music.
Fast.
Like Logic, Tyler the Creator, NBA YoungBoy, Roddy Ricch, like fast music. People who, Lil Wayne, people who talk about real stuff. And I don't like slow music, love music. I mean, it's cool, but I don't really listen to slow music and stuff like that.
Right, okay, yeah. So listen, thinking about those type artists that you named, like your Tyler the Creators, like those type artists are like out the box type thinkers. So it will be safe to assume that you don't like to be put in the type box. Like, what would be like, your hobbies? Like, what do you like to do? Like, professionally, not professionally, but in your spare time, like what is your passions? What drives you?
My hobbies and my passion. I love to draw originally. I like to write because I have a passion for both. And sometimes it get hard because I like to draw all the time and write, so it's hard to kind of find time for both. But other than that, I like to do that. I love to play I like to play piano first and the guitar. But the only reason why I like to play the piano is because I want to learn how to play guitar. So I started to mess with piano. It has different tunes. You can tune it to an organ, a guitar, classic piano, grand piano, or whatever. So I just started playing with the tunes. It has that piano sound. I don't know how to read music, but I just go off the sound. And the first piano song I ever learned how to play and I loved was Beethoven. Like
Elise, yes, that's my favorite. Yes, I love that. Yes, I love Elise. Yes.
And I just self-teach myself. I listen to YouTube videos, and I like doing that. I like to create things. I like to play the skateboard. I like to ripstick. I just like to explore. I'm an adventurous person.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, I see. Yeah. It would be safe to assume that we can say that you're a creator. You're a creator. You like to create.
Yeah, innovate.
Okay.
Things that are already created, I like to try to make better too.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You got a favorite? I heard you say you like to skateboard. You got a favorite stunt or move that you like to, like to perform on a skateboard?
Yeah, I like to. I feel like in order to learn how to skateboard, the very first trick is to ollie.
Ollie.
You know the trick where you just
Right, yeah, you hop, yeah, it's like a hop, yeah.
So I like to keep doing that over and over because when you learn how to ollie, you can do other things. You can you ollie and in midair, you flip the skateboard and you kind of you do other tricks.
Kick flips,
you have to
right?
first learn how to
flips.
get that board up off the ground. So I keep practicing that over and over and over to learn how to do other tricks.
Oh, that's the pop shove it. Yeah, that's what that
Yeah, the
is.
pop. You can once you learn how to ollie, when you're mid ollieing, you pop shove it.
Right.
Or when you're mid ollieing, you kick the side of the board. You do a kick flip, or or you can jump on the board. You create your balance. You learn how to fall. I don't know. It's just so I like ollieing. It's the most basic one out of all, but ollieing is the most important trick to me because that's how you learn how to skateboard. You start off with an ollie.
Yeah, man, that's what's up, man. So I see, you know what I'm saying, you got like a natural, vigorous side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, skateboarding, like that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, a dangerous sport, like, you know what I'm saying? People don't know, like, you probably can break more motherfucking bones like playing, I mean, you know what I'm saying, like riding a skateboard than playing football, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? But shit get real, man. I know first time I tried to get on a skateboard, man, I slipped like a banana peel and I stayed off that motherfucker for like 20 years. I was like, shit, man, I ain't fucking with it. You know, but shit, man, that's what's up. So, your natural aggression side, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying, like, I think, the world, you know what I'm saying, would like to know, like, when did you first notice that, you know what I'm saying, you had a natural attraction to females? Cause, you know what I'm saying, me personally, I don't think nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? I think pussy is a wonderful thing, everybody should love it, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lovely thing, you know, it's where the center of the earth, I mean the center of life begins, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with it, you know, ain't nothing wrong with it at all, but, you know, if you don't mind me asking, you know what I'm saying, when do you think you first, like, you know what I'm saying, found a attraction for the female anatomy?
The first time I've ever realized I had an attraction for the female anatomy is it's a lot of times where I knew where I was for sure. It sounds petty. Sierra, you know the singer Sierra?
Oh yeah.
She came out with a song Like a Boy. I was sitting there downstairs in my basement watching that video, and I don't know, she was doing those dances, and I slipped up and I said, oh my God, she's so amazing and beautiful. And my brother just looked at me, and he was like, oh. And I looked at him, and I don't know, I just knew that he knew that I like girls. I was embarrassed because it was like a new thing, and you know, I actually split my lips and said, you know, that thing.
Right, yeah, one of those thoughts that we usually try to keep in mind.
But me and my brother are really close, and he never said a word.
That's what's up.
And another time is when high school. I got to high school, and I've always been a tomboy, and you know, I was teased as a kid. I always liked girls on the low, but I wasn't sure. Like I said, I just told you the moment I knew I was sure. But you know, I would get teased. That people would call me a man. Oh, you're a man. I would wear straight back braids. I would just play. I didn't care about relationships. I didn't care about none of that. I was just wanting to have fun. I was playing with my brother, climbing trees and stuff like that. And then,
right, yeah, because
you know,
kids can be cruel.
I would just get
so
teased.
I definitely understand.
So by the time high school came, I knew that, you know, in high school you could chew gum.
Right.
In school, you can chew gum in class without getting in trouble. You can do so many things. It's a broader amount of students.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
it's more people. You know, to get into sports. So I just felt like, you know, I'm already called a man in elementary school, middle school, stuff like that. People tease me. So when I, you know, got to high school, I felt like I didn't want to be called that. I was tired of kind of being bullied, right. And you know, I was like, you know, I was just straight up confused. So I was just like, okay, well, you know, I wasn't into relationships. I just knew that I was just a tomboy. But So I just went to school and I was like, okay, well, I'll just dress like both, like kind of versatile. So I'll turn my female clothes into male clothes, kind of like I'll wear female jeans, because plus my mother didn't like it anyway. She didn't let me buy boy clothes, so I'll wear my regular girl jeans, but I won't wear them all the way up tight. You know, I'll just, you know, wear them kind of like a little loose, or, you know, I won't wear a tight shirt. I'll wear a long sleeve shirt, and, you know, I'll wear a little sweater, you know, my little hat, you know, my long hair that my mom didn't want me to cut. I'll put into twists. You know, she was cool as a mom doing that, you know, and then, you know, I didn't want to be called a man no more, so I went.
So you found your medium.
And I went to school, man. Oh my God, there's this cute Dom. I'm like, who's this Dom they talking about? I'm like, they like, that's you. Like, I'm like, what's a Dom? They like a dominant girl. Like, everybody thinking I'm like some gay like Dom. Wow. Everybody, you gay, you gay, you gay. I remember the first girl who ever asked me out if I was gay. I was confused because I never got asked that question. I didn't know. Like I said, I'm not into that. I was just me. I'm just chilling. I wasn't. And then, you know, high school kind of made me. High school, I feel like high school kind of make you or break you. But the first girl asked me, she was like, I said, well, I'm bi because I found guys attractive. But I would never do nothing with a guy. Like physically, I'm like, oh, that's cute. You know, so, you know, when I had to think about it, you know, so. But, you know, I was more attracted to females. When I think of female, I was just, I don't know, I just love girls. Like, I just, because when you think of guys, that's a whole other story. I just think, I don't know, it's just, I was just attracted to females. Right. So the first girl asked me, and then I was like, yeah, I guess I'm bi. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then, I don't know, then ever since then, I just started questioning, I'm like, what are you then? Because high school, everybody, like, I was like the center of attention of everybody. You just Dom, you know. But in my high school, there weren't a lot of, like, there were dominant females, but they were, in our society, they were bush. They weren't, like noticeable to people. Or, I don't know how to really explain it, but
yeah, no, I definitely
when I feel like when I came, they were like damn, like, I don't know. That's how people made it seem, or how they explained it to me when I asked questions. And that's just how it started. And then I remember the first girl I saw, and like I just saw her, and then I don't know, I just loved it. Like, I just loved it. I just got to know myself more, experience that, and it was just cool.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Wow, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's you know, it's great to see. You know, like you're speaking up and building. Let's speak about your brand. First thing, I wanted to talk about your brand. You know, your page that you're building. You know, your movement you're building. You want to speak a little bit on that? You want to give us a quick insight on that, real quick?
Sure. Like my brand, as
in, you know, what you're building on Instagram. You know, as far as your movement, not your brand, but you know, your, as far as like your transgender page, that, you know, like your transgender encouragement, you know, like group that, you know, that you're building, you know.
As far as my Instagram and any social media I have, I'm just me. Like, I don't really have anything that I'm trying to be. I'm just trying to be me. If anything, I'm more shy. You know, you know, don't get me wrong, sometimes I get scared of what people might think or stuff like that, but I try to fight that, get over it, and just be me. Like, you know, when I post pictures, I'll be like, oh, which picture I should post, or which picture I don't know. I feel like maybe everybody does that, but I just try to just be me. I'm not trying to promote anything, nothing like that. You know, it's nice when I get love, you know, it's nice when I talk to my followers, and, you know, I get followers or get likes, but other than that, I just really just try to just be me.
That's what's up. Alright, before we get into another question, I wanted to see if you could share, you know, a little experience that you went through, like far as like, okay, your transition. Say like, you know, when you were a female versus like, I mean, you know, like experiences when you were a female to like now, you know, like with your, you know, living as a male, you know, with you being a male now, you know, like just like some of your interactions with like, you know, people in public, like different ways that you may get treated, or, you know, like some advice, a little, you know, like something you might want to speak on, like a few words of wisdom for your public, you know. I want to see if you want to touch on that, like basically, you know, to like just shine a little light from when you were female to versus, you know, where you are now in your life. Like,
one, what, I have a lot of answers to that, but the first thing that comes to mind is my very first experience. It's like, you know, being female, even transitioning is, walking in the bathrooms. I walk into a female bathroom every day. And then, you know, as I'm transitioning, you know, I'll look more male, or people who don't know me as Selena, or who don't know me as that, they just, you know, I'll get kicked out of the bathroom all of a sudden. And, you know, stuff like that. And, or, you know, as a female, you people open the door for you in a restaurant, even as a dominant female, or as what you call a dyke, which is offensive to dominant women, some dominant women. You know, people open up the door for you, and, you know, or males acknowledge you as a male, or living as that. You know, people won't acknowledge you. They'll be rude. Or when I'm walking the streets by myself, right? Dudes will mug you. They'll just straight up mug you, like what the hell is wrong with you? Like they mug you, or it make you feel like you gotta protect yourself. Or like if I'm in a male's bathroom, you know, knowing that I'm born as, you know, a natural born woman, and I'm trying to be this, you know, if I gotta pee, you know, sometimes I feel like, you know, there's a creep, you know, some creep, you know, my feet is positioned a certain way. If, you know, put your mother teach you how to put the little tissue on the toilet, whatever, you know, squat, whatever. You don't let your shit touch the toilet. You know, my feet position a certain way. Males, you know, they position this way. You know, people, there's probably a creep, like, you know, looking. I don't know. I just been kicked out of so many bathrooms. It's crazy. Or, you know, it's just, you just gotta have tough skin, for real. Or like, from a female, it's a lot of slack. Like you get catered to for, I guess. As a male, you know, you gotta, when you have a woman, you gotta be the man of the house. You gotta like provide, you gotta protect your mom, or even as a female you can too, but as a male it's a priority. Like that's something you have to do.
Exactly, yes.
Like it's just no question. Yeah. You gotta be strong, you gotta work out, you gotta, you know, you don't have to play sports or play video games, but you know, it's nice to, you know, it just shows that masculinity, I guess, or that,
there you go,
you know, that masculine side, I guess. Yeah. You know, you can't sit there and be all emotional. And that's another thing. As a female, you're like so emotional. Like I find myself like before I transition, say if I'm arguing with my girlfriend or like my friend or something, I'll sit there and I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I'll be so concerned, like I want to have the last word. Now, I'm like, okay, cool. It's like to the point where like they'll think I don't care, but it's just like I don't know. It's like I'm not so emotional or so sensitive. Like, and I find it so hard to cry. I don't listen to, like I said earlier, I like to listen to fast music. I don't like slow music. I'm not about to be sitting there listening to The Weeknd and crying and shit. Right. I mean, don't get me wrong. Every blue moon, maybe like every 2-3 years, or I don't know, every blue moon, I'll probably find myself crying listening to some sad shit. And I find it's probably over my mother.
Right, but everybody needs to vent sometimes.
Yeah,
so it's,
and that's by myself. But other than that, I don't really find myself doing none of that.
I definitely understand that. You know.
And then I found myself wanting to work out. Oh my, when I put them injections in every Tuesday, you know, like I put them joints in, and don't get me wrong, it's like a mental, physical, and emotional thing.
Hold on. What is it? Like a hormone injection, like a testosterone injection or something?
Yeah, testosterone. Like I
know,
put it like
people
this.
that, like,
You're a cis man, right?
Right.
Cis man is you're a natural born man.
Right. Yeah. Like
God
that's
made you,
chromosome.
you know.
Yeah.
And me, I'm a cis woman. I was a natural born woman.
Right.
Now, a cis man, your body creates testosterone.
Right.
A cis woman, my body creates estrogen.
Right.
So me, I'm putting these injections in every week. Now, there's different ways to do it. You can do it a pill, you can do it a patch, or injections. But that's a whole other story. So I do injections every week. Now, I am blocking all of that estrogen, and I'm just creating testosterone, which gives me male effects. And it's like, you know, it gives me a deep voice, it gives me an Adam's apple, it gives me, you know, it moves your body fat different place, it distributes
like
different places, like your curves.
Yeah, your Ryan's belt.
Like your curves, it'll probably, like, your belly fat from here will probably all transition to your curves, and it'll broaden out your curves to straight. Or your chest kind of gets a little small, but it doesn't make your breasts go away. Your period stops. You know, you grow bottom growth, but everybody's transition is different with bottom growth. Like, you literally become a transgender. Some people, depending on your genes, you grow your temples. You know, your temples might go back. Say if my dad, you know, is bald, if my family history is like that, I'll become, you know,
pick up
that,
you
pick that up.
The gene,
Me, I have a baby face, so right now I might not have so much facial hair, peach fuzz, or whatever. And because my family, you know, they don't really, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, if anything,
facial hair probably, you know what I'm saying, depending on how, like, if they have native roots, like, you know, like my family don't have a lot of facial hair, so, you know, and like they don't go bald, so it's like traits that, you know, like, I don't know, but, you know, like my father's side, then again, like, you know what I'm saying, they have facial hair, and they have, so I might get a mixture, you know, like, I think, you know, I got a couple of whiskers here, and, you know, like, Lord forbid, I don't know, I think, like, you know, like one of my hairlines might be pushing back a little bit, but, you know, like, I mean, it is what it is, you know, that's the way that shit, you know, that's the way shit works, so I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Definitely
but
understand.
back to the point, there's just a big difference being treated as a female and a male. It is easier living as a female, but, you know, I chose this, and I'm happy with it, but, you know, and I'm not, you know, ashamed to, you know, express it. But, you know, you just gotta have tough skin living as a male. And it feels great. I love to work out. I love to be, I wish I could know a little bit more about football. A lot of people love football. I'm not into sports. I was kind of a really bad, I was a delinquent. I was just doing little stupid shit growing up. I wasn't watching TV and doing shit like that, but it's nice to learn about football, basketball, and, you know, I don't know, I like to jump off trees, I like to skateboard, I like to fall, I like to, you know, as a female, I never like to sit there and be hugged from behind or have a male kiss on me, like, it's just, like, I don't know. And then I feel like that comes from, like, the more spiritual part of me, and it's like, I was taught to, like, not have sex before marriage and stuff like that. I don't know, like, my mind was just never focused on things like that. So I can't really, a lot of chaos goes through my mind when I think of shit like that, so.
Yeah, it's like old world style in the new generation, so that's not gonna work really anyway, you know.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm happy. I'm doing me, and I'm just chilling. And one thing that I feel like transgenders, like me transitioning, I feel like you can research a lot of things, like, you know, the deep voice, you can research a lot of things like what's gonna happen and what the medicine will do to you. But one thing you don't research is things like what's happening right now, like and like what's happening in my life, like or people that I'm cool with. Like I didn't realize that not only am I transitioning, but you're transitioning with me. They're transitioning with me. My girlfriend, him, people I don't know. Like, you know, it's like, it's crazy. It's like, you know, because a lot of people, they know me as Selena. They know me as like, you know, for so many years of my life, they just know me as that.
Right.
So to them, I come out as this. They respect me and, you know, they love me, but it's like they're transitioning. Like when they have conversation with me, when they want to talk about very good times, it's like, Selena, yeah. It's just like they slip up. It's Lee now. So it's like they'll be like, it's like, dang, it's like they're, I'm not only transitioning, but other people are transitioning with me too. That's just my point. And it's just like it kind of blows my mind. And you know, even if I didn't see them for years, days, like anybody who's even listening to my life right now who knows me as Selena, like they're watching me grow. Like people are just real out just watching me grow from a distance. They just know me as Selena. And you know, if they love me like I love myself, they'll just, you know, the people who like automatically get it, Lee. Those are the people I respect the most. Cause I'm like, damn, you really love me to like, you got it. The people who are like, Lee, okay, Lee this, Lee that, oh, Selena, oh, my bad. And then they slip up. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's okay, but like, I don't know, there's a boundary. Like, there's some people I know that be like, Selena, and the only time they say Lee is when I say something. When I be like, yo, chill out. And then there's people who be like, they already got it. Like they love me, they respect me. Like my girl, like, you know, one day they're calling me Selena. They kind of just put it through their head. They may be uncomfortable. You know, like I got a friend named John Tay. Like, you know, like all my life I knew her. She knew me as just Selena. And it just, you know, she just accepted me for Lee. She calls me Lee. Now she may not like it, as many other people too, but like, I just love how people respect me for it. And that's just,
yeah. And,
I don't know.
Another shout out.
I'm still learning though. You know, my experiences and interactions with people are different every day. You know, sometimes it gets depressing because it's so much to take in. Like I said, it's a mental thing, a physical thing, it's emotional, you know, and then when I take those injections, like, I want to work out, like, I feel like up, like, it's kind of like a steroid thing.
Right, that's what
and then throughout the week, it's like I go low, it's like a spike, and then it's like I go low, and then that's when I start feeling like, I feel like men have periods too, but it's like emotional period. It's like throughout the week, I feel like my testosterone goes low. I get more tuned into my emotions. I feel more moody, bitchy, and like, I don't know. And then I put it in me again Tuesday, and then it's like it spikes up, and then I don't know. Sometimes it gets frustrating, but I just have a strong mind. I pray, and I don't know. And then another thing, spiritually, like, you know, it was very hard, like, deciding to do this, for sure. And you know, I know God made me as a woman, and I know that, like, you know, that's what it's supposed to be. But like, as I was growing older, I want other things. Like, I just want to enhance myself. I feel like there's something missing, I guess. Like when I go out to the pool and I want to go swim, have a good time. You know, I like my body. I like, You know, I don't like to like sit there and have like a sports bra that's like mesh, or another sports bra to where my nipples don't show. Or maybe I gotta wear a t-shirt and, you know, just to kind of like, just to swim. You know, I want to be able to like, you know, I mean, it's hard to say and admit, but I mean, that's how I feel, and I want other transgender people to, you know, really like, you know, I want to be able to just be free. Like, you know, I don't want titties. I don't want it.
I want to be you.
Like, I don't want none of it.
That's why
like,
we shine you out, and that's why we
like,
shine a
for
light
real,
on you
I
right now,
just
because
But,
we appreciate you
you know,
shining light and speaking up for,
yeah,
you know, you
yeah,
and your,
like,
you know, like the, you know, the people that don't have the voice to say that, you know, so we want you to be able to
Yeah,
say that
I just
and, you know,
don't
put this
want
on the
it.
platform.
And I want to be able to be free. I want to be swimming. I don't know, but then it's like, I am a natural born female. So when you get those joints cut, if you have a bottom surgeon, you know, you have these scars. So me, even then, even now, like, I don't want to be left with a scar either. So now I'm even more insecure. So now I'm like, okay, well, now I want to wait for it to heal, which I do want to do. Wait for it to heal, get some tattoos, you know, over, you know, do me. Then I'll be free. But it's a process. It's a mental part. It takes patience and time. But I know I'm gonna be able to do that one day. And a lot of people do ask me, how you doing this? Is the insurance? Yes, my insurance is paying for it. I'm a DC resident, and yeah, they're paying for it. They're doing everything. It's called gender dysphoria. You know, they support it. I know, and it's crazy because Trump, he's trying to take all that shit away. He's trying to take it all away. But I know God is good, and I don't even try to worry about it, because I know how stressful. If I try to even imagine thinking about how Trump would take that away from me, I will be so depressed. And for anyone who is out there depressed over that, don't be, because Trump, I mean, just believe in the Lord, or law of attraction for people who don't believe in the Lord. But I mean, other than that, I mean, just live your best life, for real. But I just want to be free, and I mean, I didn't like how light my voice was, how I'm trying to be like so like dominant, and, you know, not even trying to be, like, that's just who I was, just dominant. And then, you know, people look at me like, I want it, so I'm taking it because I want that. But it's giving you, it's literally giving you like disorders. It's literally putting my body and giving me disorders to give me these effects. It's giving me a disorder to give me Adam's apple. It's giving me a disorder to give me these facial hairs. I mean, it kind of sounds fucked up, but that's like kind of the reality.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, I could sugarcoat it and say, hey, yeah, it does this.
It's bending your chromosomes.
But the reality of it, you know,
it's putting you.
It's literally, like, it's literally. You're born one way. You're born a woman, you're born a man. And even from a man to a female, you're putting this injection in your body. It's giving you disorders to give you the effects that you want. And, you know, there's other people out here who needs testosterone, like maybe some man out here who's not a natural born man, his testosterone level goes low. And then, you know, he puts it in him, and then, you know, it gives him those disorder effects that I might give a woman. More hair, it boosts his testosterone level. More sperm, or whatever, you know, a man needs. I mean, I still got a lot to learn, but it's just, it's kind of like a lot of crammage in my mind, to the point where I just like,
You're overwhelmed sometimes. Like,
yeah,
fuck it,
it's
yeah,
like,
let
I
me
sit
stretch it
there
out
and think
over
about
time.
this, and I'm like this,
I learn a little
like
bit
that.
here and there, fuck it, as I go along. Yeah.
It's chaos in my mind, but I just learned to control it and just kind of like really try to take it step by step. And what helps me a lot is praying, you feel me? And doing a lot of research and talking to family, friends, doing things like this. So,
Finding your good points in life always, you know what I'm saying? Like,